Hey guys, welcome back to the Watch Mission. Today we're just going to do a real quick review of sent this watch from the Citizen store on Amazon. I can't really verify or validate if it is the legit Citizen store or if it is someone who has a Citizen store and just did a really good job putting it all together. But I think it's the legit Citizen store. The odd part about it though is that I didn't ask for it. I didn't contact them. They just went ahead and sent me that watch that you see here, and with a quick note that said, hey, if you wouldn't mind returning when you're done. So that's fine. I have no problem doing that. I just don't know how they got a hold of me, but I appreciate that they did. So anyway, back to the watch here. So it is an Eco Drive. It is 42 millimeters in diameter, but it's pretty, it's not that big of an overall case. I think, when you compare it, this is a 39, lug to lug is fairly similar. I think this is going to be a little bit longer, but this is the first Citizen watch that I have ever messed with. And I only realized that when I took it out of the box. I thought, oh geez, I haven't worn, reviewed, or owned any Citizens before. So when I took it out of there, I was pretty impressed. I mean, the first thing that I noticed was the weight, right? I mean, it doesn't feel like one of these. So this was also sent to me by one of the AliExpress stores. Now here, sorry to digress here a little bit. Here's the funny part with when I get watches like this. So I get this one. It comes from the Citizen Amazon store. It comes with a note, comes with a return address, and they actually said, would you mind sending it back versus, please send it back. So it's like, I could keep it, or I don't know. But I've received, 3 or 4 watches from AliExpress. No note, no indication of what store it came from, no, where do I point people to for a link to a specific store, nothing. Just a watch in a box. I just laugh every time that it happens. I don't really understand it, but who the hell's going to complain about that, I guess, right? But, again, it won't change my opinion on any reviews if I have to return it or if I just get gifted one. It's perfectly fine. But anyway, when you compare the two, I mean, obviously this one, I think it goes, when I tried to look it up, it was like 50 or 60, maybe even $80. But there's no weight to it at all, right? There's just nothing there. It's a good looking watch, just like a Bauhaus design, but that's about it. That's all there is to it. And I haven't even tested to see if it has lume. Sorry, I know this is supposed to be a Citizen review, but I'm just going to look at that real quick. Very slight. Okay. Anyway, when you compare these two, and I'm only doing it because they're quartz watches, right? I just have a couple of them around. This is just miles above what you get for, not much less of a price. So, when you look at the Citizen store on Amazon, this is going for $190. If you go to the actual Citizen webpage, they're listed at $350, on sale at $280. So you're getting another $100 off at the Citizen store. And again, it looks legit to me. Amazon, you can return anything. So it looks great. I think for the price at, 300 meter water resistance, that's pretty damn good. So yeah, it's at 50. That's kind of what I thought it would be. On wrist, though, I think it looks really good. It's a deep blue dial. Kind of has a bit of a see-through vibe to it. Not that you can actually see any mechanics underneath there, but it just has kind of a deep blue. And that's obviously because the Eco Drive, it's got to get the sun in there. So the interesting thing, though, is when I went to the website, it says powered by any light source. We knew that. Continuous and sustainable. Yep. Eliminating the need to replace a watch battery. Is that true? I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, you're not going to replace it as much, but it is going to die eventually, right? I mean, the battery can't recharge itself forever. But somewhere else in here, it actually did use, I don't know, I'd have to go back and find it, but they actually did use the word forever, like it will run forever. So it's just interesting little tidbit. But if you've had experience with Citizens, and any of them on the Eco side, the Eco Drive side, if any of them have died, I'd love to know. Or have they all just kept going? If that's the case, then I'll have to kind of, retract my my doubts about it. But I think they did a good job here. The one part that was fairly impressive to me was the strap. I reviewed last the Ferrer that I had here, and as far as feel and quality, I'm giving it to the Citizen. Everything about this strap feels better than this one. I did mention in the review, this is the only thing that I thought was a meh or negative about the Ferrer was the strap. It's okay. And I think it could be one of those where it's the kind of leather that will take some time to wear, but I prefer one that's kind of ready to go. So that's why I'm looking for a strap already for that one. But with that being said, I really do appreciate the value you're getting out of this Citizen. 300 meter water resistance with the pushers, that's pretty good. So yeah, go take a look at the Amazon Citizen site and see what else you can find there at a really good value. There's no way you can go wrong with that. But if you've owned Citizen in the past, you're a big Citizen freak like there's Seiko freaks out there, let me know what your favorites are, which other ones I should ask for them to send to me to review. So as far as I'm concerned, very positive experience. I really like it a lot. If you're going to look to spend under $200, that's going to be hard to pass something like that up. All right, thanks guys.